answer me this. How many times you've seen the stock going up and you think it's going to go up more, you end up buying, and as soon as you buy, the stock goes down, and you think that it was going to go up, but it doesn't, so you end up selling and taking a loss, and right when you take a loss, the stock does exactly what you thought and it starts going up. I know that is the most frustrating thing in the stock market. As soon as you hit the sell button, the stock goes up. Oh my God, how many times I have heard people say, I think as soon as I buy, the stock goes down, and then as soon as I sell, the stock goes up. And I have the worst luck in the stock market. Wrong. The reason why you do this or it happens to you is because you do not understand the value of support and resistance. This is the most important indicator. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to be able to buy the exact price point and then sell all the way up and make solid trades every single time. So let's get into it. By the way, my name is Ali and welcome to my channel Solid Trades. In this video, you will learn what are and the types of support and resistance levels. There are two types of levels. One is a horizontal and the other is vertical resistance levels, and I'm going to show you in this video exactly both and how to use those to buy at the exact price points. Recognizing great buy and selling prices to maximize profit. So if you learn horizontal and vertical resistance lines, it will help you to buy the stock at the best possible price and also at the same time sell at the best possible price. How many times has it happened to you that you buy the stock but you just don't know where to sell and where to take profits, and then you don't do that and you end up, the stock comes back down, and then you don't make enough money. And then you're going to understand why this is the best strategy, especially for beginners. Even I'm an intermediate trader and still I use this strategy. Without this, you cannot be profitable, in my opinion. And how with this one strategy, you can be self-sufficient if you know this. All right. So the first example is the stock ZNGA. And what you need to know about support and resistance levels is support is where the stock comes down to that price, and resistance is where the price cannot go above that level. Okay, so let's look at this. So in this stock, this area is resistance because as you can see, clearly cannot go above this $850 area. Okay, it came twice and it couldn't break, so that is, we draw a resistance line. Okay, but notice as soon as it breaks this area, the stock surges up and finds a new resistance. Resistance again is where the stock cannot go above this area, and the stock starts to pull back down and again breaks that resistance. And now that resistance becomes support. So the number one rule for the resistance and support is when a stock breaks the resistance level, that same area becomes support. Okay, so as you can see in this first area, the stock couldn't go above, but as soon as it breaks, that same area becomes support where it couldn't go down anymore. Similarly, now we have found another resistance area. So now this is the price where the stock cannot go above. It came twice to this area and it couldn't. But as soon as it broke, again, it surges up. Okay, then it finds another resistance area, which is this area around $9. So the stock comes up here, it cannot break, stock comes up here again, couldn't go up, but then finally it does break. So when that does break, that same area becomes support. So what I'm trying to explain in this area is when a stock has problem getting into a particular area above, that is a resistance area, and that's where you draw your resistance line. And then when a stock breaks that area, it confirms that it is now going to be a support. Okay, and that's what happened every single time. As soon as the stock breaks the previous resistance level, it surges up, and then that area could possibly will become support. So in this area, you can see the stock breaks and now it's becoming support, and then it continues forward. Okay, let's look at another example. So this is DVAX. The first thing we're going to notice is we're going to draw a support line. So as you can see, the stock showed this area. This is where the price bounced. So that's going to be a support. It goes up, comes back down. Look where it came down to. You already had drawn the support area using this previous level, and it comes down, and that's where the support is. So you know this is support, so you can buy close to support area, okay, because you know that's where the price is most likely going to bounce. Another thing to notice is that this support is also called a double bottom. Why is it called a double bottom? Now from the name you can see it bottomed here twice, one time and then two times. This means that the price came down to that level two times, which is $5, and every time it came down, the buyers stepped up and they bought the stock. So it means there's lots of support. And as you can see, exactly what happened. The stock surges up and breaks the next resistance level. Now, from the previous slide, I told you that if the stock breaks that level, which is the previous resistance, that same area should now become support. So this area should be a support. So this is a good area to buy. Okay, so if it's, as soon as it breaks this resistance level, it's called a breakout level, and you can buy at this area. Now clearly the stock went up all the way. Now what happens is that a lot of people miss this move because it happens so quick. If you're not ready, you're going to miss it. And they end up buying somewhere around here because they think that the stock is going up, is going to keep going up for a while. But guess what? It comes back down. Now they bought somewhere around this area and the stock price keeps coming down and down and down. And they're thinking, oh my God, I bought it in the wrong area. So they freak out and they sell it. Whereas smart traders, the institution traders, they already have the support line drawn. Okay, and they're waiting for the stock to come back to this area, and that's where they buy. So you are selling at this area and the smart traders are buying at this area, and then you just see the stock going away without you, and you take the loss where other people are making money. Okay, so it's not bad luck. It's not that you have a bad luck or it's just you who's losing money. No, if you don't know what you're doing, you are going to lose money. Do not act smart. Learn and be smart. So if you knew what you were doing, you wouldn't have chased the stock and bought all the way up on the top. Instead, you'd have waited for the stock to come at this resistance level, which you already know from the previous levels, and you'd have bought literally at the bottom and then sell it all the way up on the top. Okay, guys, if you like this information that I'm giving you, make sure to subscribe. Okay, let's look at another example. Now I'm going to be talking to you about vertical resistance lines. I already showed you what are support horizontal. Now I'm going to show you what are support vertical. Now this is the horizontal resistance. As you can see from the previous area, this was acting as support. The stock goes up, but then it breaks. So now we know that this was a support and it broke. Okay, so now this is the opposite. The stock goes down all the way. This is where the vertical comes in. Now as you can see, before me drawing, you did not realize that. But as soon as I draw, now you know that this is a resistance here. Clearly you can see that every time the stock comes up, it cannot break this level. So you have to be able to learn how to recognize this in real time. Okay. Similarly, on the other side, you can see it's kind of forming a channel. So this is vertical and this is horizontal. Okay. So this is vertical resistance and this is horizontal resistance. So the stock comes up, breaks this vertical resistance, and this is a great area to buy. If you knew this was a vertical resistance, you could have easily bought here and then sold right at the horizontal resistance. Now, as you can see, I did not use any indicators, Bollinger Bands, or moving averages. Just by simple support and resistance, I knew exactly where the bottom was and exactly knew where the top was. Okay, and this is not a coincidence. As you can see, multiple times stock came in and had trouble breaking that resistance level because we knew this was a resistance level from the start. We draw this line way before this happened. Okay, and this is the power of support and resistance lines. You can literally buy the bottom and sell the tops with it. Okay, you don't have to learn anything different, anything else. I'm going to try to keep this video short, so let's get to the summary here. So what you learn in this is that do not chase the stock and buy at the high prices. Draw your support resistance lines and wait for the stock to come back to support, which is your predetermined level, and buy close to the support. And know that this will only come with experience. To get better at this, you need to go through hundreds of charts and draw support and resistance lines to get more experience. Remember, experience is the key. I don't know how many times, like I've been doing this for 3 years now and I still have trouble sometimes. And I've spent countless and countless hours. So this is not easy as it sounds. I made it look very, very easy, but I has come through years of experience. Okay, I have drawn tons and tons of support resistant lines, and that's why I'm able to now detect in real time. I still have trouble sometimes, and I still have, doubts. But the more I do it, the more screen time I get, the better I get day by day. Okay. Now this is it. Happy trading. If you do like it, make sure you subscribe, and because I will be putting a lot of great content just like this every week, or maybe more than once or twice a week. All right. Thank you very much, guys. Bye.